Welcome again to another video. My name is Nadine and I'm from the beautiful island of Jamaica, now living in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Today we'll be talking about how to apply for a Canadian visitor's visa, and I will show you the steps in this process. Feel free to subscribe to this channel, comment, share, and drop a like. Don't forget, hit the post notification bell so whenever I drop a video, you'll be notified. So you are considering visiting Canada. You may have been invited by family or friends, or you may simply just want a vacation in Canada. Or you may be considering immigrating and you want to come and check things out for yourself. For whatever the reason is, you may need a Canadian visitor's visa. How do we get this? We go on the Canadian government website. It is www.canada.ca. Let me show you how. So now that you're at the website, you're going to click on English, visit Canada. You come down, it says find out if you need a visa. You click there. When it gets to this page, it's going to ask you for the document that you plan to travel with. So it's either you're going to travel on a passport, or if you're a refugee, you're going to select one of these options. I'm going to select a passport for you. Most persons will be traveling with a passport. Click next question. When you get here, it's going to ask you for the country code. So say for instance, you live in Nigeria. You can either do this. If you don't know the country code, you can do this. You can type in Nigeria and then you go search. Then you're going to click here. It is going to open up and it's going to tell you the country code. It's NGA. You click on it and then you go next question. It's going to ask you if you have dual citizenship. It says, if you're a citizen of Canada and another country, I'm going to press no. Click next question. Are you a lawful permanent resident, right? Do you have a green card of the United States? Most times it is no, so you go no, you click next question. When you get to this page, it is very, very important for you to make the right choice because each one of these options are going to give you a different set of documents that you need to prepare in order to come to Canada. So if you're going to visit family, you click family, go next. Right here, it says, do you plan to visit your children or grandchildren, right? Who are permanent residents for more than 6 months. If you click yes, this is going to give you a different visa. That visa is called the super visa. We're not in the process for super visa. What we're trying to do is apply for a visitor's visa. So when you get here, you must click no. Then you go next question. It's going to tell you the answer, right? You need a visitor's visa, and that is really what you want to find out. The next step is to find out if you're eligible to visit Canada. You would need a valid travel document. Most of the time, it's a passport. You'll also need to be in good health, have no criminal record, and have no immigration violations. You'll also need to convince the officer that you will leave Canada at the end of your stay and that you have enough funds for your visit. Of course, this depends on the length of stay. The next step is to gather your documents and make the application. For this, you'll need to go back to the Canadian website. Gather your documents. You're going to come down here based on your situation. So you're going to click list of documents you will need. And then you're going to fill this out based on your situation. So if it's a visit, if they are Canadian citizens, you plan to spend less than 6 months, click no, continue. And then it says gather your documents. Now these are all the documents that you're going to need. Proof of relationship, right? The details are here. If it is your spouse, you're going to need a marriage certificate. If it's going to be mother, father, sister, brother, then any one of these other official naming documents can do. The other one is the identity document. Most persons are going to go with their passport. If you are a refugee, you can select any one of these. The use of a representative. You need to fill this form out if you plan to use a consultant or a lawyer or a family member or friend is going to be applying for you. The family information form. This form should have information on the primary applicant, this section, and then the children, brothers, and sisters. If you're going to be traveling with minor children, you may need to submit additional documents with your visa application and to show border services when you arrive in Canada. Now, these documents will include a letter that authorizes the minor child to travel and other documents such as adoption papers. If the minor child is traveling alone, they're going to need their own passport, a copy of their birth certificate, and a letter of authorization, which is signed by both parents or by their legal guardian. If the minor child is traveling with one parent only, they're going to need the child's passport, copy of birth certificate, and a letter of authorization, which is signed by the parent who is not traveling with them, right? So there is additional information also. You can just read down. Now you're going to go to recommended documents, right? These are additional documents such as the letter of invitation. And what the letter of invitation should include, the letter of invitation should be written by your family member who is inviting you. You can scroll down to read the other details. You should also have a travel history, that is, countries that you have traveled to. You're going to be needing an itinerary that shows how long you plan to stay and what you do in Canada, a bank statement, immigration to understand if you have enough money to support yourself during your stay, your employer information, a letter from your employer that you have a stable job and that you will return to it, your statutory declaration of common law. Do you have a common law relationship? You need to prove that you have a common law relationship. The details are here. Authority to release personal information. No, IRCC would like you to authorize them, to give them permission to release any information to any third party agency. So you need to fill this form out as well. The next thing is that you may need to go and give your biometrics. You come here and you're going to find out if you need to give biometrics, right? When you go through, say you didn't give biometrics, you're going to go through here and then you're going to select the question, select the country that matches. And you go there. It's going to ask you what passport, and it's going to tell you that you do need to give your biometrics. It's also going to give you information of where and how to give your biometrics information. You may also need a medical exam, right? You scroll down on this page, who can apply, click medical exam, temporary resident visa, and it will tell you if you need a medical exam and who needs a medical exam, right? It gives you detailed information about the medical exam, how to pay for it. Your medical exam must be done by a panel physician, right? When you go here, you'll have to click on Find Panel Physician. Of course, for this, you're going to have to find one in your country that is close to you. So you go in and you search. Say your country, it's Nigeria. These are all the panel physicians that are in your country. You will have to search and go through the one that is nearest to you and make an appointment. You may also need a police clearance report. So you're going to put in a search for police clearance report. This will pop up. You scroll down on the page, click on police certificate, and then it will tell you who needs a police certificate, when to go and get one, and how to get the police certificate from your country.
Guys, we have come to the end of part 1 of 2 of a video on the Canadian visa application process. We have just looked on who needs a Canadian visitor's visa, what are the requirements to apply for the visa, and what are the documents that each person in each situation needs to gather to apply. Join us again in part 2 of the video when we will show you the steps and how to apply for the Canadian visa. Until then, walk good and I'll see you in another video. Bye.